Hi, Andronicos again. Good afternoon, everyone. I am very, very pro-consumer, and I believe the EU has done a great job changing laws, removing monopolies, but I wanted to take it a stage further, and I'm going to give you some examples. I am sick and tired of being ripped off by banks in smaller countries. I want a way that any bank and any insurance company that is reputable will have a license so that they can sell electronic services throughout the whole of the EU. What do I mean by that? Well, I've lived in the United States, I've lived in the UK and other countries. If I want to buy house insurance, car insurance, life insurance, I use tools online to find the best deal. You can't do it in Cyprus. You have to phone around. Similarly, our banks in Cyprus would rather put their spare cash overnight and earn the equivalent of 4% a year from the European Central Bank than lend it to businesses. And that's part of the reason our banking system almost collapsed. And if you recall, it was easier to lend to the Greek government bonds, our banks, to get a guaranteed return than lend it to consumers and to businesses here in Cyprus. And to make the problem worse, even though there was a haircut, they invested even more money the second time round, and it caused the collapse of one of our banks here. So I want all banks and insurance companies to have a license throughout the whole of the European Union. And if I want to buy car insurance, if I want to earn a deposit rate, if I want a loan, I'll be able to do it online. We can use all sorts of technology. We can use AI, well, these commercial organizations, to do this in various languages. Yes, you will need live help desk support from people who can speak the language. It'll create some job opportunities here. It will lessen others. But I'm fed up of banks ripping us off. They lend at a high rate. Their deposits are lower than other countries. Let's automate them. Another thing I want to do is what's called consumer AI-driven apps. Here's what I want to be able to do, which at the moment you can almost do with technology. And I teach classes on AI, and I've given examples how this can be done. I want a way in any country in Europe, in the EU, that when I'm doing a shopping list, that I'm going to go off and doing shopping, or it could be a pre-programmed one, my usual weekly shopping, I press a button and it tells me which supermarkets have those goods, how much it'll come to today. And if I want to take it a step further, say I'm organizing a party for our 80-year-old grandmother, and we're going to have 100 people, it'll give me the ingredients for the recipes we want to use for the cooking, assuming we're not going to outsource it to a catering company. And even if we had an au pair from Germany, we press a button, it'll translate the shopping list into German. All that can happen. And let's not forget, if the supermarkets jump up and down in Cyprus and say, oh, it'll be too complicated for us, it isn't, because they have all that information. Because every time you go shopping and it goes through the barcode when you've bought 2 liters of milk, the system knows how much it costs. So that system, that data can be converted. I want, as a summary, an AI-driven app across every EU country so that people do not get ripped off with banks, with insurance, and with shopping. That's what I want. Please vote for me on June the 9th, and I will certainly put it forward to my fellow members of the European Parliament.